Hello, Dan-Dwayne here. Today I'm going to read for you from the story My Life as a Super Spy. It's not, like I said, it's a short story. It's not a full-fledged novel, so it won't take very long. But it's a really fun story. So here we go. My name is Max Bender. Actually, I usually introduce myself like my favorite action hero does. My name is Bender, Max Bender. But as of yet, it hasn't yielded the same charismatic results it does for Fleming's beloved super spy. Well, most of that is probably because I work at the Rock Place Mall selling ladies' shoes. It's funny how women, especially classy women, don't go for shoe salesmen. They want CEOs, or at least someone with more excitement in their life than a 30-year-old guy whose opening line is asking if you wear a size B width. Don't get me wrong. My usual customers like me, but for a friend or a brother, not a lover. They feel they can sit in my department and tell me all their innermost feelings, expecting my total understanding and compassion as they try on every shoe in the store for the second time. It's hard to get past that kind of relationship. I guess my story begins there because I decided to do something about my miserable situation. I decided I was going to be a different person. Why not just change jobs, you ask? Well, hell, I don't know. It just didn't occur to me things would get so complicated. Let me tell you right now that lies are not a foundation to build a lasting relationship on, but that's looking back with the wisdom of hindsight. I probably wouldn't have gone through with my stupid idea if it wasn't for my buddy Wilson. Yes, I'm sure it wouldn't have worked without his help. Wilson's a lot like me. He's a rather unsuccessful used car salesman at his uncle's car lot. And like I said, he's a lot like me, a nobody in a nowhere job. But he may actually be even more pathetic than I am, because if he's not hanging out with me or working at his uncle's car lot, then he's in his room playing video games on his high-powered computer. He even has a cap that says computer nerd on it, and he wears it proudly. He's always telling me how easy it is to hack into computers, so I need to keep all my files encrypted like he does. But you have no idea what all this has to do with my story, so let me explain how it all got started. We were having a few beers at Oscar's bar around the corner and down the street from Wilson's mother's house when this great 30-something lady walked in with a group of her friends. Just seeing her walk past me, talking and tossing her head like a runway model, was more of a buzz than those beers were. Sadly, I was invisible to her. I knew I had to do something to make her see me, but I didn't want her to see me as a nobody in a nowhere job. I wanted her to see me as someone special. That was when I got what I thought was a great idea, and I said, "Wilson, do you have a jump drive with anything on it?" He replied, "Of course I do. I always have a few on me. What do you need one for?" "I mean, are the files encrypted so no one can read them?" "Yeah, sure. My computer's set up to encrypt everything I save." I cautioned him, "You may not get it back." "It's okay. It's my grocery list I'm going to print out for Mom. It's her turn to go to the grocery store this week." "Great. Can I have it?" "Sure. I guess you can have it. The encryption key's only on my computer, not on the drive, so anything else you put on it will be normal." "Perfect," I exclaimed as I snatched the drive. I couldn't approach her while she was empowered by her support team, her friends. I had to wait for the right moment to talk to her. "Listen carefully, Wilson. This is going to sound like one of your video games, but if I play it right, then I may actually have a chance with that blonde over there." I motioned a slight gesture toward her table. "Are you crazy? Chicks like that don't date guys like us," complained Wilson. "Who's talking about dating? I'd be happy with one kiss." "Sounds like a lot of work for one kiss." Wilson looked back at the women and continued saying, "No chance of a kiss or a date. Like I said, there's a reason chicks like that don't date guys like us." You're right. There's a reason, but I'm about to change the rules of the game. Game hacking never has the same satisfaction as playing straight through to the end. I know. I've done it. Well, I'm tired of playing fair. I'm tired of losing, and this is the only way I can win. Now, do you have that big overcoat your mother bought you for your last birthday? Yeah, I have it. It's in my backpack. She makes me wear it when I leave the house, but soon as I turn the corner and I stuff it in here, she's so demanding. Wilson started to go on a rant about his mother, but I interrupted him. Wilson, it doesn't matter right now. I want you to put it on and go over to a table across the room. That's all the way over on the other side of the bar. How are we going to talk when I'm over there? Think of it as a video game. You're a super spy, and I'm your assignment, another super spy. Role play. Okay, but how's that going to help you get this girl? Don't worry about that. Just do as I tell you, and when she gets up and goes toward the restroom, I'll head her off in the hall pretending to be Max Bender, super spy. Max, do you know how lame that sounds? It will only be lame if I don't pull it off. This is my only chance to meet a girl like that. Don't blow it for me. Okay. What do you want me to do? After I meet her in the back hall, I'll come back to the bar. Then you stand up, pulling your collar tight around your face. I'll run out the door, and you chase me. Okay. What then? I'll meet you back at your mom's house later tonight, but you have to go home. Don't go back in the bar tonight. Max, please call it my house. You know how I hate it when you call it Mom's house. He paused. Okay. I know this is crazy, but I'll do it, just this once. I went down the back hall to the kitchen and stood at the kitchen door waiting for my blonde angel to walk into the tight passageway toward the restroom. It doesn't matter how long it really was, because I promise it seemed like forever. Then there she was, heading down the hall. I burst out of the kitchen door and bumped her a little too hard as I passed. She directed a hostile, "Excuse me," my way. To her surprise, I turned and backed her to the wall and said, "Lady, your country needs your help." I shoved the jump drive into her hand. "I'm with the Department of National Security, the NSA, and this information could mean life or death to a lot of people. It's encrypted for eyes only, top secret clearance." "What? How do I know you are who you say you are?" "No time for that. I'm being chased by an enemy agent." I looked behind and back to the blonde. "Keep it safe. Keep it close." I thought I had blew it with that last line. Then I saw her reaction. Her eyes sparkled, and she asked, "But how will I find you to return it?" "Don't worry. I'll find you." Then I leaned in and kissed her. Not a wimpy shoe salesman kiss, but like a super spy. When our lips parted, I helplessly lingered there, feeling the magic of her breath on my lips. And as our eyes met, I knew right then she was something special. She was more than just looks and lips. But I had my kiss. It was time to run. To find out more about what's going to happen to Max Wilson and his dream girl, you'll need to go to Amazon.com and find the story My Life as a Super Spy by Dan-Dwayne. Have a great day, and thank you for listening.